high dynamic range, HDR. This camera's got a great dynamic range. How many times have you heard that about a camera? We don't want shadows anymore. Are they that bad? I thought I'd go out and take a picture. One traditionally using the camera in ordinary mode and one on high dynamic range. Can you tell the difference? Is it worth it? Are shadows a thing of the past?
It's 2 days after Christmas and I thought what better time to exercise some of that Christmas pudding off than to go on a yomp, go on a hike. Yike? Is that a thing, a yike? Get out there, get out into the outdoors, get the camera going. And
who's parked there? Is this your car?
Yeah.
Well, move it.
Okay, fair play, I bought the car. I come this way all the time. It's on my way home. And it's one of those areas that...
Hang on, stop the film. Look, this is the area that caught my eye. Can you see the sun going down just on the horizon with that lovely bluey grey cloud? Hey, did you notice how small an area that was that interested me? We had that huge great landscape, that massive sky, and yet it was a tiny little area. So here's a little tip. Keep your eyes open. Keep looking, because sometimes there are great pictures lurking within the scene.
Nikon have asked for their demo camera, the ZFC back, so I've got to give it back, unfortunately. So I thought I'd bring it out one last time and do a bit of a landscape, which is a bit unusual. It's not what I do. I'm a people photographer, but hey, let's get it out. Let's give it a go. That's that really nice yellow, and it's sort of real juxtaposed in that real sort of low bluey cloud over there. You can just see the Malvern Hills in the background poking through. Well, I'm just getting back. Oh, light's gone. And I don't know how you landscape photographers deal with this. I find it very, very frustrating, because I was at home looking at the light. It was forming a really, really nice light, and I thought, yeah, this is going to be good. Let's grab the camera. Let's go to that place that I remember that I made a mental note that I was going to go to, and the sun was going down and it looked towards the sun. And I got over there and it was just about starting to get good, and I got the camera set up and it flattened. Nothing happened. Clouds came over. We didn't get that golden light. We didn't get any rays of sun. We didn't get anything. So that's my landscape photography day.
Okay, maybe this time it wasn't a great picture lurking in the scene. It was an okay picture. I did get a shot out of it. It wasn't going to win any competitions, but it is interesting to see what it looks like when we take the HDR version and the ordinary JPEG version. Let's have a look. Now this is the picture as I saw it. I took it as a JPEG, a standard JPEG on standard colour. And as you can see, other than exposure, I haven't done a lot to this. I've added a very tiny little bit of lens flare just to show us where the sun was. But other than that, nothing's really changed. But there are shadows, look, in the trees and in the hedges. But what about if we use HDR? Will it lift the picture? Well, that's the HDR version. What do you think? Leave me a comment below. Do you like the straightforward picture, or do you like that HDR look? Can you see what it's done to the detail in the clouds where the sun's setting? It's given us so much more detail. Look at the trees and the detail in the trees, the definition in the fields. But is it real enough? Are there enough shadows? Is it too perfect? Can an exposure be too perfect? After all, our eyes are able to see in HDR. Our brain is able to take the highlights and the shadows and the midtones and merge them all into one. It's actually showing us a lot more of what we see. Maybe it would help to see them side by side. The top image is the JPEG. I don't like to use the word ordinary, but the plain JPEG on standard colour. And underneath, the HDR. Look at the detail in the clouds. Look how the HDR, which was set to 3 stops under and 3 stops over,
So it's capturing the highlights, it's capturing the shadow detail, and it's capturing the mid-tone in 3 separate pictures and merging them together. That's what our brains do. But look, is it too clinical? Is it too sharp? Is there too much details? Does the top picture with its deep shadows, does that feel more natural? Does that feel like a scene you could walk into much more than the HDR version? Leave your comments below. And of course we could be very naughty and merge the HDR and the standard picture together. The best of both worlds. Is that allowed?